The Public Debt Management Guidelines specifically highlight the importance of transparency and accountability in debt management. They emphasize two areas. First, strengthening the effectiveness of debt management. Here, it's important that the goals and instruments of debt management policy are known to the public and the authorities can make a credible commitment to meeting them. Second, enhancing good governance through greater accountability of finance ministries, debt management offices, central banks, and other public institutions involved in debt management operations. But how do we define debt transparency? Debt transparency is really a process that delivers timely, accurate, and comprehensive publication of public debt data and associated debt risks, and awareness of related procedures and policies. Debt transparency is primarily the responsibility of a borrowing country, which is accountable to its citizens. Only the country itself can comprehensively record, monitor, and publish all its commitments and obligations to its lenders. In practice, however, transparency may be undermined by poor governance, capacity constraints, as well as limited information technology and systems. There may also be weak incentives to improve debt transparency and confidentiality clauses that the government may have signed in the context of loans with creditors that may limit disclosure. Nevertheless, creditors also have an important role to play in disclosing their lending to governments. This provides accountability to their shareholders, or, in the case of official lenders, to their citizens. Given rising levels of debt, increased debt servicing costs, and the changing composition of public debt, improving debt transparency is a key strategy for mitigating debt vulnerabilities and delivering sustainable development. Greater debt transparency enables borrowers and lenders to evaluate debt sustainability and to monitor potential emerging risks before they materialize. It also reduces uncertainty for investors and therefore reduces risk premia and lowers borrowing costs. Lower uncertainty for lenders can also improve the amount as well as the terms of access to financing for countries. By enhancing the efficiency of debt management and the allocation of capital, improved public debt transparency contributes to macroeconomic stability and to inclusive growth. It enables a full and accurate assessment of debt sustainability for individual countries. With lower risk premia and lower risk of debt surprises, it supports greater stability in global financial markets and mitigates potential spillovers during crises. For those countries that can no longer service their debt, it helps to make debt restructuring more orderly. It facilitates decisions on a perimeter of restructuring, the required debt relief, and fair burden sharing. Improving debt transparency also helps to reduce the risk of hidden debt, where debt is contracted on behalf of the state but not disclosed to debt managers or the public, a situation that can result in serious social and economic harm for our country. Even though debt transparency has a positive impact on funding conditions, and its importance has been stressed in several IMF World Bank publications, progress in many low-income countries has been slow.